long, busy day in the clinic. I worked 10 hours. Got there a little early, if I'm being honest, so I could film without patients in there. It was a good day overall. I always feel like I mentally prepare myself for the worst when I know that I'm going to be working these long days, but somehow it always ends up working out, and I enjoyed today. I got to see 2 clinicians that I haven't worked with in a couple months to a couple of years. It was a good day. Now that I'm home, my plan is to take a hot shower, and then I'm going to heat up a Factor meal and just sit down and relax for the rest of the evening. Brian's actually buying me a fountain Diet Coke from Wawa, and I haven't had a Diet Coke in 3 months, so it's gonna be a nice treat. I'm excited to just unwind for the night. So I hope you watch this video and you enjoy it. Take a look at what my day in the life is as a full-time working physical therapist assistant. And no, I can't film me actively treating patients in the clinic just because there's rules about that. It's called HIPAA. So unless I fill out a ton of paperwork, and I don't want to do that, I just really want to show what it's like just juggling all the things. That's the goal of this channel, is just to kind of like give you a preview of all that. If that sounds like something that you would enjoy, please subscribe, like, comment, anything along the way. And I look forward to doing another video for you guys. Thanks. I'm starting this video off with a mom hack. What I tend to do is put a laundry basket at the end of my hallway at the top of the stairs. So all I have to do is gather whatever clothes are left upstairs into this one basket and take it downstairs to be washed. I try to do 1 load a day, if possible. I'm not surprised, but there's already a laundry basket full of clothes left over from the weekend. Most of them are towels, sheets, things like that are left over. So I usually save those for last, like for the weekends, and make sure we just kind of keep up on our clothes, because you never know what the kids will need, especially with sports and everything. I just try to make sure I stay on top of doing our clothes as much as possible, as long as my schedule allows it. I don't know about you, but I can't start my day without a cup of coffee from my Nespresso. If you don't have an espresso, I highly suggest it. It's so good. The coffee is so frothy and delicious. We have a Keurig at work, which I have filmed in this video later, and it's good, don't get me wrong, but something about this frothy coffee from my Nespresso. Also, yes, I do put collagen in my coffee, and I measure out my creamer, more out of habit than really tracking anything at this time, but I love a good frothy coffee. So delicious. About 3 years ago, I started using this same exact planner just for 2023, and I really enjoy using the days of the week planning part as my journal entry, and then I also write goals. I still get to see the full month, and I just like it. I like having it all in one spot. So here I am, I'm writing my goals for April. I do it like brain dump style. I don't really plan out what I'm going to write down. It just flows. Whatever flows out of my head, that's what goes down on paper, and I like that because I feel like that's a little bit more authentic, because I feel like I'm constantly thinking about how I can do things better. How can I make a difference in a routine, in my self-care, in my work-life balance, mom hacks, my relationship with God, my relationship with my boys, my relationship with Brian. Like, I just think of all those things and I just start jotting them down. Let me know in the comments below how you track your goals. Do you use an app? Do you write them down? Do you just kind of think about them internally? What do you do? Let me know in the comments below. I'm excited to announce that one of my little plants is having babies. So I wanted to show you. This makes me feel like spring is actually here. Makes me so happy. At this point of the morning, the laundry has been complete in the washer and can be moved to the dryer. So I do that. I just switch the clothes over and then I can head upstairs and go ahead and get ready. And then basically those clothes, they basically stay in the dryer until I can get to them again. Usually it doesn't end up happening until the weekend. So it is what it is, but at least I got a load washed, and anybody that needs to go grab clothes, they can always reach in the dryer and get them, and you can always fluff them up. Anybody do that with their dryer? They just use their dryer to fluff up their clothes from being wrinkly. Come get ready with me as I put on my makeup, and then later on in the video you'll see me do my hair. Here I'm putting on a new makeup product that I've been using for about 2 weeks now. I've been using makeup by Merit and I really like it. I saw another YouTuber using it and I like that it has SPF in it, and I think it's vegan, and it also just makes my lines and wrinkles not look all caked up. Especially by my eyes. I feel like I have hooded eyes, I have some crow's feet, I am 41, so that is life, but I would like to not accentuate those things. I would like to blend those things in a little bit, so I've found that this is lightweight and feels good and looks natural and makes me feel like I'm glowing. So I just love how it works and what it does. I hope you enjoy watching me put on my makeup. This part makes me look like a zebra. Now it's time to do my hair. This is day 2 or 3, I can't remember, of not washing my hair. So I do need to use some dry shampoo. I have not been able to go more than like 3 days without washing my hair because I get so much grease in my roots. So if you guys have any tips or tricks for not having to wash your hair. I know there's so many people that like wash their hair like once a week, and I would love to be able to do that. So please comment in the comments below and let me know how you go about being able to not wash your hair all the time. I would like to like limit it to like 1 to 2 times a week. Is that possible? Let me know in the comments below. For work, I do my hair multiple different ways. It depends on what my day looks like and how I'm feeling in the morning, how much rest I've gotten. But when I have the time, I do like to take the time to actually do my hair, which means I do pull out a regular curling iron, and I just curl my hair away from my face. I divide my hair into 3 different sections, so bottom, middle, top. Really, I do that right now because it needs to have dry shampoo at the roots, so I dry shampoo the roots, brush it through, and then use the curling iron, and then I apply hairspray at the end. That seems to work for me, but there are times when I don't need to use the dry shampoo, so sometimes I literally just take a curling iron and curl one side of my head back, like towards the back of my head, and I curl the other side towards the back of my head, and then I just run my fingers through it and call it a day. That sometimes works, but especially in the summertime, which will be here before we know it, guys, which is crazy, I do put my hair up in a clip. I do like having my hair up, especially while I'm in the clinic treating patients, but I also like to not have something attached to the back of my head because it gives me a headache if I have something in my hair like a clip or a hair tie. So like a day like today, when I've done my hair, I make sure that I wear a hair tie or like an elastic on my wrist. I tend to do the ones that look like a telephone cord, old school telephone cord. If you're my age, you know what I'm talking about. Those, one, they don't pull up my hair, but they also don't like cut off the circulation in my wrist, and I don't tend to lose them as often. So that's a tip for me, I guess, is use the ones that look like telephone cords. They don't hold a high ponytail though, if you needed something high, unless you're putting your hair up in a bun, then you can wrap it around the outside of a bun. But anyway, thanks for watching. If you've watched the whole length of me getting ready, this is kind of long, so I appreciate that. Some people like to watch the whole process. I did try and speed it up a little bit for you, but soon you'll be seeing me going to the clinic. So keep watching, guys. I promise it gets better. All dressed and ready to go. Now I'm just packing up my bag, getting everything ready to head out the door to go to work. I'm bringing an extra pair of shoes today just because I put on shoes that I have not worn for 10 hours in a clinic. I've only done them for 4, so I just want to have a backup just in case. Rather be safe than sorry. So, but I do think I ended up I know that I ended up keeping them on the whole night, so they weren't bad. This day in our clinic was a beautiful day. Unfortunately, I don't get to go outside much, but at least we have these windows and I'm able to see outside all day while I'm treating patients. I have worked in clinics that were in basements that barely had windows at all, so having windows is a must. You guys may laugh, but I told you guys that I didn't think I was a plant lady. I brought these plants to this clinic and I take care of them here. So I think I am officially a plant lady. One of the first things I always do is turn my computer on, get it set up and ready. So I check my email, I open up our schedule. We have a communication app between clinics that we use. It's kind of like a messenger app. So I just make sure I open all those things and have them ready to go so I can start my day. And I try to get there before all patients arrive so that I can just check all those things without any distractions at all. If I'm the first one to the clinic in the morning, I like to do a quick clinic reset where I just fold and put away things that have been hanging up to dry from the night before. I start a load of laundry. I make myself a cup of coffee. I also set up my private room for my pelvic health patients so that's set up for the first patient that needs to come in for the day. And yeah, I just try and make sure everything's set up for success and it's less that I have to worry about once the patients arrive. One day I plan to give you guys a little tour of my private room. It is very small. It's like a little closet in the clinic, but it works. It is a great space. It's private for my pelvic health patients, and I try to make it cozy and comfortable for them and relaxing. That's one of the main things, is that their nervous system can fully relax and be prepared for their treatment. It's my choice, but I do not schedule a lunch in my work day. I do that just because I want to get home earlier and spend more time with my family, but here I am, I'm sneaking in a quick snack. I had a string cheese earlier and a fig bar, and now I'm eating some yogurt. So I just squeeze it in when I can. Not everybody does it this way. This is just what I choose to do. I give myself a few rules for the drive home because I use this drive to decompress from the day. I don't answer phone calls. I don't make phone calls, only because all I've done all day has been talking, emotionally supporting other people for hours straight. So this is my way to give myself some mental health and just some self-care to unwind and relax by listening to my music for 20 minutes so that I can be present for my family when I get home. A hot shower as soon as I get home is a must to just kind of wash off the day and put my PJs on so I can sit on the couch and veg out for the rest of the night until it's time for me to go to bed, which is probably only 2 hours away at this point. What a blessing it is to not have to think about what I'm making for dinner. I literally just pick up a meal out of my refrigerator from Factor, heat it up in the microwave, and then I can go veg out on the couch with my husband and unwind for the rest of the evening.